what's up, guys? Believe it or not, Furnace has burned its way up to top 10 in the world. In a meta where there's a bunch of bait cards, Guards, Electro Spirit, Furnace, and Bar Barrel will keep you safe. While Phoenix flies overhead and makes sure Rail Recruits, Princes, Mega Knights, and P.E.K.K.A.s end up dead. There's a phenomenal feeling when you're running Rail Giant with Lumberjack evolution because you can drop the Lumberjack whenever you want and not worry about King Tower activation with Tornado. When it's running at the opponent tongue out, you'll be slurping up value with lots of lightning targets because they're forced to defend. And when the Lumberjack dies, it gives the evolved Royal Giant a rage that'll allow it to attack faster and knock back anything around it. Because it's firing rapid fire, opponents won't be able to stop the Royal Giant if they're relying on melee cards. Furnace is so fun to use in this deck because it hasn't been played in centuries. Oh, and I haven't played this card in over 2 years, so first I have to upgrade it. It's time to use a card that's been around since the dawn of the dinosaurs to assert dominance. And warm Fire Spirit love to everyone that's supporting the channel with creator code SirTag. It's time to fire away with the Furnace and get our opponents fired up. This is one of those things that you look at and you're like, why is this even existing? But if you're able to play passive with Furnace, it's actually not that bad, especially if the Fire Spirits can connect to the tower. That's 300 damage every single shot. And we got one on the tower already, so that is definitely something that our opponent has to worry about. Do we get a second one? There's no way! We're actually actively winning with Furnace right now. And I could Lightning on this Musketeer. If he drops anything else nearby, it's even better. Aw, dang it. I purposely delayed and didn't Lightning eat it. I don't know. I could have ate away on the Musketeer earlier, and then our Fire Spirits would have possibly connected to the tower, but I just felt like there was a chance he would cycle something else, and he just didn't, so whatever, Cynthia. If you're going to go and throw down a Garchomp or something, I'm not a huge fan of that type of Pokemon if you drop that at the bridge, but you're going to be chomping away with something else. You're going to go for a Giant Graveyard, so I do like this defense for us. If I go Bar Barrel and Guards and then use our Phoenix to fly overhead, I think he's going to wind up dead with no damage, really. Especially because the Fire Spirit, again, chomps away on our opponent's big push. It splashes on everything. You know what? We're in a Lumberjack here, so then the Phoenix is going to end up dying, but then the Lumberjack takes the targeting, and maybe we keep the Phoenix Egg alive. And if that resurrects and then it gets raged up, it's actually going to be a presence on the tower. Beautiful interaction for us. Marvelous amount of damage, but the better thing about that is I was able to cycle Lumberjack and get to the evolution. So even though that was probably pretty traumatic for our dude, it's going to be way worse for him. And the thing is, you're allowed to play so passively with this deck. And Furnace, if you're able to drop it defensively, a lot of times you'll bait out cards that will be valuable lightning targets for you. So I think he'll maybe drop it up higher and we could just lightning on 2 things or 3 things if he goes in for a Giant and other stuff. Or maybe just sacks the Night Witch. He's actively sacking a 4 elixir Night Witch there and getting nothing in return. That is beautiful for me. All right, we can Electro Spirit and then Royal Giant other side. I think the Electro Spirit chains onto the tower. We're going to Lumberjack on offense and just try to play defensive with a Phoenix because that should be more than enough to clean everything up. If he has to defend both sides simultaneously, it's probably not going to work out so well for him because we can Bar Barrel here, Electro Spirit on top of the Night Witch bats, keep our Phoenix relatively healthy, and then throw down another Royal Giant at the bridge. So the unbelievable tactic that you can do with this deck to take over the game is apply pressure on both sides if you really want to. Obviously, I'm going to go Lightning on the Musketeer because if we're able to take that tower, we can start to plop down Royal Giants in the middle. And this guy is so annoyed right now. Wait. He's not even maximum tilt level yet. When we Furnace and pull back the Giant so that it can't tank for the graveyard, and then we simply defend the graveyard with Guards and Electro Spirit, now he's totally tilted. Now he's reached his maximum level of tilt. Level 16 tilt, if you will. Oh my goodness. He is so angry right now. Rapidly throwing down the emotes. I'm sorry, Cynthia. Your Elite Four is no match for our assemblement of 8 cards. We're simply superior to you in every which way. Pulling back the Giant and then defending a simple naked graveyard with Guards and Electro Spirit was definitely the play. Okay, so the dude's gonna go for Tombstone. That makes me think of one of 2 things, either a graveyard deck or a Lava Hound deck. It's gotta be one of the 2, my dude. So our strat here is really simple. I'm just going to go in for a Lightning because it is going to be able to kill the Skeleton Dragons and the tower, and that's just super worth. I mean, it's going to be a -2 trade, but I get a lot of damage on the tower, so why not do it? Why not run it? And I think it's better for us to possibly go in for the Furnace in the same side so we could pull Balloons, but I don't want to drop it as our first card. I'd rather go Phoenix because we're able to damage down the Lava Hound with that, and then maybe go in for the Furnace on the other side or just do a pull here. Either one is fine for me. We're going to go for the Furnace to go and pull the balloon as far as we can, and we'll see how this goes. Definitely going to be a different type of positioning for us where we're not necessarily able to completely kill, but it's still okay for me, I think, maybe. I'm not sure about that one anymore. Maybe cycling the furnace first, ideally, would have been better. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't necessarily played furnace that much. It's not like a traditional building, so it's like a lot of experimentation out here. That's just how it is. Maybe that's just copium. We're going to go lumberjack here with the royal giant, and unfortunately, lumberjack is getting caught, but if it locks on the tower, he's going to lose it. So despite this situation kind of sucking, we sucked it up, and we took a tower. The only thing that's bad is our tower's at 500 HP, so I don't regret cycling the Phoenix first. I think delaying the Electro Spirit would have been better, though, because then we would have been able to comfortably clean up the Electro Spirit on the Lava Hound pups and shut those down, and then our Phoenix might have been able to retarget on the balloon a bit faster. So I think that could have been a better play. Always just trying to get better at the game, you know? Like, that's the strategy for me. All right, we're at Electro Spirit, and we're going to drop it with the Lava Pups, as I said before, and that worked out pretty well. We shut everything down. We didn't lose the tower. We still have the Phoenix counter pushing. Maybe we could plop down a Royal Giant in the middle and have the Phoenix get resurrected and then have the Royal Giant tank. I kind of like that. I vibe with that heavily. So we'll see what he does. Think that the Valkyrie might kill the Phoenix. I don't know. Wait. What's happening here? I'm so confused. Phoenix is alive! Yo, there's no way. This Phoenix is putting in wild work. Fireballing early, too. Screw it. We're going to start furnacing lower. So then we can protect this for quite a while. And you can't drop things directly on top of it. So we'll see how this goes. The lumberjack here. Remember, the guy is going to have Inferno Dragons. So if we Phoenix, I bet you he Inferno Dragons. Let's go guards and try to make a prediction. No Inferno Dragon. Valkyrie Evolution instead. All right, let's just lightning straight up. So we can kill the skeleton dragons and keep our Phoenix alive. With the fire spirits from the furnace, it might not even be that bad for me. If we can just stack up fire spirits, I wonder if we're going to crush our opponent's spirit. So I'm going to use an electro spirit here as well. And we've got fire spirits chaining on to the furnace. Oh my gosh, that furnace is crazy. Cleaning up the tombstone there. That was great. All right, we can go for lightning as well on the Valkyrie. Unfortunately, we don't have the knockback from the Royal Giant Evolution, but if we get like one more shot. Oh, come on. That was almost lightning range. All right, we're going to Phoenix, and then we're going to go and pull everything back with a furnace. Then we're going to Electro Spirit. This is dangerously fireballable, but it didn't happen. You know what? If he loses that, I Royal Giant and win. Literally, I'm just going to cycle guards, Barbarrel, and then just cycle an RG in the middle, and I win the game. You can't stop this. It's actually actively impossible unless you have the Valkyrie Evolution with the Tornado. So he has to make a prediction, but you can't stop this. Even if you use Inferno Dragon plus Zap, I'm still getting 2 shots. Vinay loves Lava Hound, but he does not love Royal Giant. And it's cool that I was able to make a couple misplays there, not even know the best possible defense with the Phoenix and then the Furnace at the very start. And it still worked out wonderfully. And that's what I look for in good decks to showcase to the community, because if you guys don't know how to play the deck at the start, you might be frustrated and it could take a lot of time to learn. But I think that this thing is pretty straightforward and simple. Even if they're pretty decent players too, like this guy finished top 3,500 in the world, and this is my first time playing this stack. All right, let's see what you're gonna do, my dude. We're gonna go in for a Furnace first play, just because I feel really safe doing it, and it forces Elixir from our opponent. I don't think the Fire Spirit connects because the Princess is likely gonna be fast enough to snipe it. But here's the thing. We're probably playing against Logbait. We've identified that we're playing into Logbait, so let's go Lumberjack and spill the rage directly on the Princess and feel really good about ourselves. We're gonna be a toxic lad, and I think I'm gonna be glad if I can get that rage, and it did not happen. That sucks. Yo, calm down with that. Who lets you do this type of thing? Fire Spirit might connect to the Princess? Yes! What the heck was that Princess thinking? It could have shot the Fire Spirit, but it walked into a fiery death. Like, nah. I make love, not war. And then it just wanted to give the Fire Spirit a firm hug or something. I don't even know. But we take those all day. What a wacky interaction. What are we playing into? What the heck? All right, all I know is the Furnace can pull the balloon in a really low position, so I'm definitely going to take that. I'm so confused. This is like balloon cycle with barbarians, but I've never seen anything like that before. All right, we're going to use an Electro Spirit, and we're going to elect to defend minimally using a Lumberjack afterwards. So usually, if we can get barbarians out of cycle, it is our best interaction to go in for a Royal Giant and apply pressure. So I'm going to try it. Could be foolish, but I don't think it will be. Royal Giant's going to get raged up. We're able to power through the guards. Then the Royal Giant is going to do a ton of damage. The only downside about this interaction is I don't have that much elixir to work with. So I think we let the Princess lock onto my tower, then I use guards, and maybe one of the guards is going to be smart enough to stumble back to the right side. No! Guard, I believed in you! Oh, you're just going to leave me hanging like that. That sucks. I thought you were invincible. Oh, I watched that anime, and I just believed in the guard, guys. I've just gotten my hopes up too much. The guard did not know how to guard. Wait. Tactics? Yes, sir. That's 9 elixir for 6. That's a +3. I can do kindergarten math, guys. Amazing. Can you believe it? Okay. All right. Want to know the most toxic play you can do into barbs? Is cycle Electro Spirit and just be like, activate King Tower, I dare you. Activate King Tower, I dare you. I have Royal Giant, doesn't matter. That would have been pretty funny. Oh, he's going barbs into the furnace! There's no way! This guy has a death wish! He has a death wish! There's no universe that he did that! He needs to keep that card! I mean, like, I'm in such a good spot now. I can lightning on this 100%. Oh, I feel so good. We're feeling good tonight. I just had a great workout. I went to a Pokemon convention today. Things have been phenomenal. Life is good, and it's getting even better because this guy is not even a sweater. He is just a spammer. He does not know what's good in life. He just wants to spam, wham, bam, spam, and see what he can do. All right, he'll probably all in me on the right side. I expect him to do that. I highly doubt he'll let me lightning cycle. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't want to let me lightning cycle, but he's going to give me the lightning cycle. I guess he's going to go musketeer right near the tower. He's going to try to, like, lightning block, or what's going to happen here? I'm confused. I mean, he doesn't have an answer to this Royal Giant. He cycled his barbs at the bridge. I don't care what you're going to do. Electro Spirit plus that Phoenix shatters and just melts the rest of your minions every single time. Those minions are going to be a part of Despicable You because they simply can't stop my Royal Giant from breaking through. Usually the minions praise their leader, but they were led to their death by the Royal Giant. All right, Mr. Jefferson is quite low on trophies, so I do not want to lose this match. I would lose in a horrendous way, probably losing like 35 for the last game of the day. There's a lot on the line here. I need to go in for a lumberjack in the back. It's one of those games where you're kind of just playing to not lose instead of playing to win, which is a bad feeling, but the stakes have never been higher because we do not want to go lower. Okay, I could lightning, but I think it's better for us to just go in for a Royal Giant in the back because whenever we see a miner, probably going to be a fast cycle deck. Oh my gosh. Jefferson, I'm going to declare independence against you if you go for a building. I'm about to lightning your doctor and the building at the same time. Please, please. Give it to me, sir. What? Did you guys see that? My Royal Giant was getting pushed back. What the heck? Oh, he played that so well. All right. All right, Thomas Jefferson. I'm not a huge fan of how this is going for us. Chill. Calm down with it, brother. You had your day in history, and it is not today. I'm going to cycle my guards here, and he could activate King Tower. It doesn't really matter since I do have Royal Giant. He's not even going to do it. He knows. He understands the assignment. He's like, nah. Is he going to activate King Tower with the lumberjack? Probably, right? It doesn't matter, though. I'm totally okay with that. He's going to go cannon. We'll barber on it. Oh, he doesn't drop it in the spot that I'm able to hit it. Dang, he's really good at the game. His mechanics are on point. Wait, this game is starting to become a bit more of a challenge than I wanted it to be. I'm going to start furnacing the left side because we don't want to allow him to have spell value hitting the furnace and the tower. So, ideal for me. I can also Electro Spirit, reset the miner. Don't really know if that does anything for us. Maybe it stops it from getting an extra hit. He's already activated King Tower, so I can sacrilegiously spam my lumberjack at the bridge. I can also lightning on top of his Goblin Stein just so he doesn't get any value with it. I think that's fine. I'm okay with that trade. It's not necessarily great, but making sure that he only has the Goblin Stein and nothing else supporting it and no doctor is ideal. We're going to get guards down, so maybe one or two of the guards go back on the miner. And then if you magic archer, I don't know if that's great. No, never mind. Oh, no, we're getting cooked. This is bad. How much damage are you getting on me, bro? Stop it. You play that so well. That is ridiculous value. All right. Well, at least we can Electro Spirit, Barbrill, and clean up the Magic Archer. Still got damage on me. How hard are you outplaying me, Thomas Jefferson? Stop it, bro. Okay, finally. We catch a miner. We're chilling. Chilling. So we can Royal Giant in the back and build up two of them. That's generally what you do against these players that are phenomenal at the game. Otherwise, you're not breaking through. If you try to just go through with one Royal Giant, it's not going to be enough ever. I could go in for a Lumberjack here, catch the Ice Spear, and hopefully the Lumberjack goes back towards the Miner. And then we could Lightning on top of the Magic Archer, and also hopefully at a building. Or we could Barbrill here. I think that's fine too. Let's just Barbrill. And then Lightning on this. We hit the Goblin Stein potentially. Oh, we hit the Doctor! And the Cannon! That's unreal! We are declared independence against your Doctor, my dude! We are breaking away from the almighty Empire. All right, I might be able to go Lumberjack here too, and then Barbrill and just keep up the pressure. Because Even though he doesn't have Dagger Duchess, I might be able to break through with the Evolved Lumberjack. He's just so annoying to play into. It is going to get near the tower, and it's going to spring into action. He isn't going to be able to defend that. It should just lock directly tower, and then I'm going to lightning for even more damage. Oh my gosh, he knocks it back with a log, but awesome spot. All right, so I don't know if it's smart for me to do anything other than this. I think we still Royal Giant in the back and eat the miner. He'll probably Magic Archer try a Tornado. That's what I think he's going to do. That's what I expect. Let's Barbaro early. Then let's have the Barbaro off to the side so he can't Tornado. We kill the Doctor. Oh my gosh, is that going to kill me though? Oh, it died. We have 2 Royal Giants. I have to lightning on the miner. I've never done this before. Does that work? Oh, he cooked me. Damn, I lightninged on the miner and I had 2 Royal Giants in his face. I almost made it happen. He played that phenomenally. You know what? GG and well played to Jefferson. That was a fun match. If it was just like a little bit less chip damage with the log, we actively won the match with 2 Royal Giants in his face. Super crazy, chaotic, and fun game, and you can't win them all. This guy's got multiple 20 wins in the banner, and he's already flexing on us. So we'll see if we're going to be able to beat someone of this caliber with our brand new deck. Well, it's not even that new. It's like new because it's so old that no one even understands what it is anymore. Furnace used to be extinct. Been extinct for like 6 years. It's kind of a dinosaur. Anyway, gonna go in for our guards when we get the opportunity against the Prince. And Prince is one of the old cards that's an oldie but a goodie. But he's also a baddie. People are like, yo, get this thing nerfed. Get this thing out of my game. I think that universally, out of all pro players that are playing in the new Retro Royale format, they all hate Prince. They're like, nerf it. It does so much damage and it charges. What camp are you guys in? Typically, all my decks have pretty good answers to Prince, like Royal Recruits, Guards. In this deck with Electro Spirit, you know, I generally have great answers, so I can't complain that much. But my friends that don't play decks that hard counter Prince, they hate it. Okay, so getting back to business here, I definitely don't think I need to Furnace. Yeah, I don't want to if I don't have to. We can go Barbaro instead, and I wonder if I can plop down an RG. This is so aggressive, but I think it has to be done. I'm going to cycle a Phoenix early as well because we're going to be able to chip away on the Lumberjack and Prince and then maybe just get away with an Electro Spirit. What the heck? Did we defend that without spending a Furnace at all? That's the power of this deck. I'm telling y'all right now, sometimes you can just play mad aggressive. We're going to go Lumberjack because we exhausted all of his ammo from the Duchess. And dude, the Duchess is getting dragged down to the pits of despair. The Lumberjack is Paul Bunyan out here and it is chopping down that tree. Okay, so I can Furnace and pull the Giant very far. And then we can go in for Guards to pull the Phoenix back. Then the Guards are going to do 2 things. It makes sure that it's not too close to my tower, so he's not going to get spell value. And then it's going to be able to pull all of our opponent's stuff for quite a while. Ooh, it's bad. Please? Yes! And we cleaned that up too! The egg got knocked down. Alright, this is bad. But I don't know if that's worth. I cleaned it up, and the Fire Spirit pulls the Lumberjack evolution. There's no way. Wow, I can't believe how high my voice got. Gonna get Guards down here. Electro Spirit after. Are we chilling? We can clean up the Bomber and then Lumberjack after. I think it's fine. I think the Barbaro was a nice win condition. Believe it or not, it was a win condition. All right, so we're going to Royal Giant here because we're going to get raged up and angry right now. We're going to get an angry RG saying, how dare you hit my tower? I have all the power. And I think we win if we can just, you know, hold the door. Guys, going to be games of Moansin out here. All right, yeah, we're going to lightning in the back as you drop things in the front, and the game's over. Clean dub. GG, and we'll jump on the last game of the day. I did not expect to have that crazy of an ending. It was back and forth. And the defense that we were able to pull off with Electro Spirit, Guards, I was at 0 elixir permanently, and I still was able to dig myself out of a situation where 5 elixir plus other stuff was just constantly thrown at me at the bridge. When you're down 5 or 6 or 7 elixir and able to defend, that's a showcase of how overpowered this deck is on defense. Fire Spirit the like button, subscribe for more daily content, and have an amazing rest of your day.